Hi, and welcome to the Elevated Beauty Podcast, formerly known as the Skin and Soul Podcast. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about what is elevated beauty and new things coming in 2022. So, if you are interested, then keep on listening. So when I first created this podcast, I didn't really have my brand in mind because I was not working for myself. But I have been on this journey, as you guys may know, if you have been listening to me, that I am forming my own brand called Elevated Beauty when we move to Arizona. So I thought it was time that I tied in the podcast with my brand. So I came up with the name Elevated Beauty, and I'll kind of describe to you guys how I came up with that. So I was thinking, how would I describe my version and vision of beauty and self-care? So to me, beauty services are not only for vanity or convenience purposes, but they're a form of self-care for nurturing our bodies. And I actually saw this quote a few days ago that said, "Nourish to flourish." And so I really agree with that. I think that you have to take care of your body, and in order to mentally thrive as well as physically thrive. So that was kind of my thought process, and I was trying to think of an ethos statement. And so I came up with the ethos statement because before even really coming up with the name of my brand, I wanted to think, what does my brand, what does it represent? So my ethos statement is self-care elevated with ethical aesthetics. And so obviously self-care for me with focus to nurturing my skin and body is a way for me to personally feel like I'm doing my best and make me feel good about myself. And so I kind of want to offer that to other people. Not just being pleased with knowing that my body is nurtured, but also that my body is healthy. And I truly, truly believe that a healthy body relates to a healthy mind. And so those are the things that I do to contribute to a healthy state of mind. And so, of course, I wanted a name for my business that was clear and concise. I wanted to incorporate the word beauty into it. And so that's kind of how Elevated Beauty was formed. And kind of my passion in this business that I'm forming and the idea behind it is that with my services, the relationships that I build and the confidence that I ensue, as well as hopefully inspiration that I exude, can help others to reach their highest self the way that it has for me. So that's the deeper meaning behind it all. Not everyone necessarily has to have a deeper meaning, but that's what it is for me. And I hope it makes sense and you can understand my ideology and passion when it comes to the services that I offer and what the brand is built on. So, it really means a lot to me. And I hope that people can see that. So besides how Elevated Beauty was formed, what it means, the services that I offer, they're the same. I do skincare, lashes, waxing, and so here in Colorado Springs, I am currently, I have 3 months left here, so March 31st will be my last day in Colorado Springs, and then we are moving to Arizona where I will open Elevated Beauty. And I am so excited. There's a lot of new things coming this year, 2022. I am actually working with someone right now to bring something new to my brand and to my followers and my clients. So I'm really, really excited. Probably in a month or so, I'll be able to share that with you guys. But yeah, Skin and Soul Podcast had its time. It's still the same thing. No content is being changed. It's still educational and just talking about all things beauty and skincare. So, yeah, I just needed to tie it all together. So, I'm going to keep all of my episodes, though. Like, I'm not going to re record anything. So, if you listen to older episodes, you're going to see, or you're going to hear, hi, welcome to another episode of Skin and Soul Podcast. But now, with it going forward, it is the Elevated Beauty Podcast. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for following along on the journey with me. And for newer estheticians or aspiring estheticians, that's really what I want to do here is I want to be a voice for you guys, but not just a voice, someone that you can learn from, because, you know, when I was newer in this industry, I got my license in 2014, and, you know, social media and things weren't as big as they are now, so I wish that there would have been someone like me that I could learn from and listen to. So I just hope to be that for somebody else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I always appreciate anyone who listens to this podcast. Connect with me on my Instagram. Let me know that you're listening. If you would like to hear anything in particular. But I will keep you guys updated with my journey as always. And I will see you next Monday, Mountain Standard Time, for another episode.